Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Spoken to Heard open mic here at Kick Butt Coffee in Austin, Texas? I'm Ernie B, and here's your host, Hot Tamale, and the lovely Lost in Thought. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hold on, stand by. I'm out of sync. Okay.
Left a good job in the city. Okay.
Oh, wait, I forgot.
Woo!
I told you I was out of sync.
Thank you, Blanket, Texas. Good night.
Blanket.
There actually is a Blanket, Texas. It's right next to Lawn, Texas. I swear, one day they were like, so what do we name the town? I like Blanket because it's cozy. Let's do it. I'm serious. I once took pictures of it. I was like, nobody will believe this. Click. It's kind of west of Fort Worth. Very bizarre.
There is a town called Hell.
Yes.
Yeah, but isn't that in Sweden or Norway?
Is it?
Yeah, something like that.
They have a lot of weird names over there.
Yeah, you sent me that one.
Yeah,
all the dirty name cities in Norway.
Is there a town called Fuck? I can't remember, but it's spelled differently.
And he already went there. See, you notice it wasn't me today. It was him. It was him. Y'all blame me, but no. You know what? I think I'm a bad influence on Lost in Thought. Look at him. I know. But, well, the paper training didn't take, so we got to do something else.
Hey!
He finally got it. Did you notice? Okay, should we start?
Well, after that, yes.
What's happening, Kickbutt? You're about to witness the baddest open mic in the ATX. Spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kickbutt Coffee, Music, and Booze. That's right. This is not your average ordinary coffee shop. We do have a full bar. And behind the bar tonight, we have the Viking and the Goddess, Danimal and Alyssa, who will keep you fed, caffeinated, and
Buzzed.
But nothing shows your undying love and affection to your bartender like what? Tips. Show your bartender your undying love and affection and stuff their tip jars with plenty of dead presidents. Or virtual, you want to do that. You go like, you're signing your ticket at the end of the night. Go, you know what? 50. Do it.
Damn.
Do it. Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, and they will feel your undying love and affection. Their smiles will be up to here. They'll make the Joker look depressed. Seriously. They'll be like, wow, they really love us. Yes. Show your bartender your undying love and affection. And the drink specials are Mixed Wells, $4.25. Get your antioxidants and your booze at the same time. At the same time. Well drinks, if you don't know, that's basically like a well alcohol, like whiskey. Well, it's not top shelf stuff. But once you get going on that, you're not going to really care at that one point.
Like I said, order the first shot, like the top shelf stuff, and then if you want to save some money, you get the well afterwards. Because once you get that initial
taste,
you know, you're going to get buzzed. You're not going to care anymore.
That's when we're going to find you out back with a 99-cent bottle of vodka. No, just kidding.
Oh, no.
Ew, no, that's rubbing alcohol, folks. Don't do that. Okay.
Everclear?
What?
Everclear?
Do you really think that Everclear is 99 cents?
Is it?
He's such a babe in the woods, isn't he? I mean, just because he looks hot today, I mean, doesn't mean the wheels are turning up here. I mean, look at him. I swear, when I went to go pick him up, I was like, woo, sexy, ow! And he was like, really? Like, God. Look at it. And I told him when we were driving in, trying to fight through traffic on I-35, hey, I know that road. And I was like, we are the most of ourselves today. What do you think? We are 100% ourselves today.
He needs some ink on his arms, though.
That's what
she
said.
Okay, well, sorry, somebody came up to talk to me right now, so I didn't hear that.
So if anyone has like those temporary tattoos that I can wear, maybe.
No. You need real ones, bitch. Look like that. And that's what you need to do. You need to get a tattoo on your arm that says, bitch.
Bitch.
Why would I wear that?
Why not? Why not? That would be awesome. Because, see,
Well, aren't you?
you'll confuse the fuck out of people. You will confuse them. They'll be like, is he kinky or not? See, instead of mom, it would say, bitch. Try it, Lost of Thought. I dare you. I dare you.
I'm good.
Okay. Okay, and let me see. If you want to come on stage, sing your song, dance your dance, strut your stuff, and dance better than YMCA, come over to Lost of Thought, me, Hot Tamale, or Ernie B behind the soundboard. Go over to Ernie B just so he can say...
I'm on show 5 in 4 days. I got one more tomorrow and another one on Tuesday.
Damn.
And then I'm off Wednesday and then back on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Way to go, Ernie B.
It never ends. Oh, and I did get my air conditioner fixed. If you all...
Almost.
Well,
Almost.
if you guys saw my post about my air con going down, yes, it did go down. What it turned out to be was the battery in the thermostat died or was low.
You fixed that.
So I changed the battery because when that happens, then the aircon unit outside doesn't know what to do because the thermostat can't send it the information. So I changed the battery and the message went away, but it wasn't blowing. I couldn't feel any.
No fan.
No fan. Nothing was happening. But I had to come here. I had a show to do. I was like, I can't do this right now. So I came out here, did the show yesterday, and then when I got home last night, I'm like, okay, I need to figure out what's going on here. I opened it up. The blower was blowing, but there's no air coming out of the vents. So, okay, let me open the top part of it. And sure enough, the coils were frozen solid.
It was a freaking iceberg.
Yeah,
in
so...
there.
And,
Oh, wait, go ahead.
And Debbie had... Do you have like a hair dryer? I go, no, that's not going to work. And she goes, don't you have a heat gun? And I remembered, I have a heat gun. Sure enough, I went and got it and just held it on there for about 10 minutes. And now it's nice and cool in the house again.
And I swear, for the rest of the night, I was like, you mean I had a good idea? Yeah.
A good idea.
Good idea.
Good idea. No, but yeah, it worked. And so I'm glad I didn't have to call the AC guys because that would have cost a lot.
Yeah, my kids were like, yeah, we went to bed with our fans full blast. I woke up freezing. I was like, huh? Anyway. Okay, so open mic pointers. Not rules, pointers. We're not going to, bust you over the head with it, but it's good little advice. 5 minutes. Okay, whoa. Before we start, how many people do we have on the
We have a
list?
pretty light list right now.
92.
That's not light.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, around 8.
Okay.
8.
Okay, so we could probably do 5 minutes or 2 songs right now. Okay.
Actually,
basically-
I think 9 because I saw
Yeah, someone else
voice
wanted to
walked in,
sign
yeah.
up.
Okay. See, it always happens. We'll be like, wow, it's a light list. And as soon as we start the show, here comes...
Two carloads of people from San Antonio.
Yeah,
That's happened before.
that has happened before. Okay, so 5 minutes or 2 songs so we can get everybody on stage. Support your open mic and buy something from the bar.
Buy, purchase, consume, enjoy.
Yes, there are a lot of delicious things to eat or drink. And if you don't see what you want, ask the bartender, ask Daniel, ask Alyssa. They are amazing at what they do. They'll be like, I think I can make something that you'd like.
Incredible.
Yes.
Alyssa always makes me surprised.
Oh, she always invents stuff for Lost in Thought. He just goes, surprise me. And she does.
She does. And tonight's shake was what was tonight's shake, Alyssa? Chocolate raspberry. Ooh, that's so good.
And if you're feeling so inclined, you can get that spiked.
For those of you watching at home,
Just don't drive it at home,
Oh yeah,
please.
we all have our own version of spike.
for those of you watching at home, she said chocolate raspberry.
Chocolate raspberry.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and then we also have our host drinks. Those are not on the special. Those are not on the special menu. But Lost in Thought has the Lost in Thought Brain Blender, 4 liqueurs. Drink that and start acting like him. And Ernie B, I know, right? There's no way. There's only one Lost in Thought. Ernie B has the Ernie B Power Up Shot. Go ahead. Ernie.
Yeah, the power up shot, which is a double espresso, right, guys? And a little liquor, and it tastes like a cookie or like a candy bar or something. But it will get you going. In fact, I'm probably gonna need another one.
And if you're not really hepped up on the alcohol, you can get a virgin Ernie B, just the espresso.
But if you're dragging ass and you need a little pick me up, you order one of those.
It'll work.
I Yeah, because I had one at 3, but I think it's wearing out, and I need a backup.
And I have the hot tamale hot cocoa. You can have it hot or iced, but seeing as the weather is not cool outside, I would suggest it iced. It's really good either way.
Oh yeah, the Ernie
I've had
B
it.
power up is iced.
Okay. You lost your chance, Ernie B.
Sorry.
And instead of, it's a spin on the Mexican hot chocolate, but instead of cinnamon, it's Fireball. And you get
Somebody online,
get whipped cream on it.
not watching, but like on our webpage, I got a message complaining that they missed the Flipper show.
What?
How long ago was Flipper? Like
Flipper.
like a couple of years ago, and they're just now saying, I can't believe I missed that show.
What?
Blah, blah, blah. I don't know, just
What? What's the Flipper show?
They finally came out from under their acid trip.
Are they talking about the show?
No,
Flipper
no.
From like the 60s?
no. There's a band,
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
but
okay.
yeah, and they saw the video on because you can watch the videos later on YouTube, and now they're upset that they missed the show. It's like that was like 2 years ago, man.
I know they made a movie out of Flipper.
Okay, moving on with the pointers. Thank you.
How do you spell that sound that Flipper would make? How would you begin to spell that?
IK. I don't know. I'm guessing. Okay, can you cuss on stage,
I think
Lost
we
in
already
Thought?
answered that
We've
earlier.
already answered that.
Yeah,
we
we
really
did.
have.
Yeah.
Okay.
We twisted that. We twisted that right the fuck off, haven't
we,
we?
we took that to hell, didn't we? Okay. Be considerate and quiet while other performers are on stage, but as Lost in Thought says,
We love audience participation, even during a piece. But look around you and read the room.
read the room. Exactly. I swear, doesn't he sound like he belongs on Books on Tape? He really does. Okay. And like what me and Lost in Thought came up with together, no heckling. No heckling. Because a lot of our artists perform elsewhere. They come here to kind of like work on their act, time their acts, whatever, see what works, what doesn't. So we appreciate the no heckling.
And if you throw them off too.
yeah,
Forget
that too.
their place, you know.
And if you're
And no wagering either.
yeah, no, don't do that. And if you're in the audience and somebody's doing their act and you're getting back there going, yeah, and then we'll be like, hey, be considerate, please. Okay, you heard that, right? Good deal. All right. While you are on stage, pimp your product. Your product is you. If you're going to be performing downtown, let us know. If you have G-strings with your face on it, let us know. If you're running for local election, let us know. You know, this is the place to say, hey, this is me, buy me. Okay, let me see. If you are on the list and you are not here when your name is called, we will move on. Like, for example, if Lost in Thought was next and I couldn't find him, I'd say Lost in Thought going once, Lost in Thought going twice. Too bad for Lost in Thought. On with the show. Okay. Get your ass back up here. God. It is his first time here. Sorry about that. Musicians, come up to the stage tuned and ready to go. As much as we love the tuning song, we are live. Okay.
Eddie Murphy said, "We're live, people."
Eddie Murphy said that?
Yeah, on an episode of SNL, we were fooling around. Yeah.
Okay, one more pointer, so we can get our asses off the stage, okay? Performers, you will get a flashing light at the 5-minute mark. It doesn't mean stop. No, it means just kind of like where you're at, wrap it up. We absolutely must stick to the 5-minute performance time when we have a full lineup. Well, right now we don't have a full lineup, but if we get through the whole list and you want to perform again, talk to this thing.
Aww.
Hey, I already called you sexy, okay? I've already reached my limit, okay?
Which is
Give me a
interesting
break.
since you are like a spiritual version of my sister.
It's a compliment. I mean, if somebody goes, damn, you look fine, that doesn't mean they want to do you.
Yes, it does.
Ew.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Of course, Ernie B is the one that taught me that if a guy comes up to you and goes, hey, I like your shirt, they're looking at your tits. Okay, so I didn't know that. I was like 50 plus before I realized that. So, okay. Lost in Thought, you ready to start the show?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Start the show.
All right. We're going to hear it for the Australian live wire himself, Mr. Tom Moon, and anyone else who's going to bring him on the stage.
The tie-dye troubadour himself.
If you have never heard, come on up. It's too late for an audience. You can't just sit there. You're part of it. Come on up. We got plenty more room up here, and there's a lot to say. Come on. People ask me, what's poetry got to do with Gaza? Let me explain. Way back in another place called Rudamaya, there was a poet came over from England for the poetry festival when there was a poetry festival. Her name was Agnes Meadows. She had done poetry in Palestine, poetry in Syria. And she asked us, she said, look, this was 20 years ago. She said, the people in Palestine are being starved to death. The food is not getting in. Can we do something for them? So the poet said, yes. And we did a benefit that went for about 12 hours. And we raised $600 and we sent it over to Palestine and to a place called Bet Hella. And it was supposed to be the ground of a cultural center where they could have poetry readings in Gaza. And of course, that was a beautiful idea. And Agnes Meadows is still a beautiful soul. And she's still in London and still wants to do poetry in Palestine, but there is no poetry in Palestine because the IDF bombed that cultural center and made sure that there'd be no poetry readings in Gaza, same as they bombed the University of Gaza and make sure they bombed the hospitals in Gaza and all the women and children in Gaza. Well, what can we do except call out to you, poets and musicians? The quality of your vibration will be felt around the world right here now. We're not just a little room in North Austin. No. This piece has been going for 16 years as a petition for human consciousness to express itself in whatever forms possible in these strange days we find ourselves in now. So we stand up for something. Don't fall for anything at all. Like, for instance, we want to celebrate, right? So what do? We hang around with people who want to celebrate too. And we find them by the light in their eyes, smile on their face. And in fact, they haven't given up yet on the human race. Al Navajo said there are a lot of people in human skin, but they're not really human, are they? They can't laugh, they can't dance, they can't sing. So you got to watch out for the doppelgangers and the false ones and the AIs masquerading. But actually you human beings, you're self-selecting evolutionaries. You've come to a place for freedom of speech and freedom of assembly. You've come to a place that will allow you to express yourself in any way, shape, or form for at least 5 minutes of your holy life. And you'll have this microphone and you own it while you're up here. And you're sharing your soul with anyone else listening, not just live, but out there on that strange screen. And you know, of course, that people are really listening. The poets are listening to the poets, and the musicians are listening to the poets, and the poets are listening to the musicians. That's the way it works around here. We listen deep to each other because someone's going to speak a holy name. Someone's going to say something that changes your life. Someone is going to break the ice. As usually, Dr. Reggie Goodwin has reigned for our president of consciousness in 2024. But I digress. Politics is not the game. This is culture, of course. And culture is made by human beings. AI can confiscate and make and replicate, but it can't create. And you as original creators, the reason you came tonight, self-selecting evolutionaries, is to find other people who can sing with you, be with you. And for this short haiku of 3 hours together, we can actually have a tiny little self-created sanctuary where you can relax from the pressures outside and the heat and the swelter and the pressures on everyone that makes it harder. We can go soft. We can go water. We can be the Jacob's Well. We can be the Barton Springs of our consciousness. And we can say, yeah, I'm from Austin, not the new Austin, the high-rise skyscrapers and the eternal gridlock. We can be part of each other, part of the community that sings to each other, that comes to this place as a sanctuary, as a habitat for the living human beings. So thank you for being. Now, let me hear you sing. He's still writing it. He's writing on the spot. He's writing on the spot. Get up there. Get up there. Go on.
Oh, I'm supposed to be next. Okay.
Oh my God. Thank you. Woo.
But I would like the musical.
Oh, you'll get it. All right, give it up for Tom Moonbird and the Airport Boulevard Experience. Okay, no. Okay, Tom Moonbird and the Airport Boulevard Experience. Look, just because you're like 5 people, you need to sound like you're 500. You gotta wow! And if your throat goes out, get a whiskey. I'll take care of it. Absolutely. Me and Ernie taught me that. He's like, if your throat goes bad, get a shot of whiskey. Hello.
It's not a permanent solution, but it works.
It really helps. All right, Lost in Thought. Who's coming up next?
Well, you heard him.
Well, I know, but you still got to give him a good intro.
I did. Actually, it is always a pleasure when this poet does perform, because not only that, he does this observational poetry
He
sometimes.
really does. He really
When
does.
he observes everything throughout the room, it's like your personal commentary. I enjoy it. But let's hear it for Ed Bell.
Woo!
Did you forget
You can
you
lower
have
it.
a brain which is wired to think, capable of unraveling math and science? Why not apply it in the realm of the contemporary studies? Then you could call yourselves artificially intelligent, admiring the machines that are learned, lost in thought, lost in training, lost in place, lost in thinking, lost in pondering what's up, lost in Austin, lost on the airport boulevard, lost but not really knowing lost can't be found, lost in the midst of this very moment. Consumer economy. Think it over. Pull out that wallet. Open that tab. Keep sipping, chugging, drink up. Remember, in Austin, if buzzed too far out, Lyft, cab, Uber can remove you from orbit. Look around, read the audience. If you see flashing lights, don't get dazzled. Realize you did dazzle. Past tense. Man up. Allow others to have a chance. What goes around will come back. This place, right here, right now, listening, is happening. And if you say you fail to listen, you miss the chance to converse. Pressure simply happens as the skyscrapers scrape.
My pleasure, dude.
Wait. I was posting something.
I had actually lowered that a little bit. You can raise it back up if you want.
Let's hear it for our own personal narrator. Let's hear it for Ed Bell.
Accompanied by Spooky McDougal.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to post it on the Spoken and Heard page on Instagram. Keep going, Lane. Riff.
He doesn't know how to riff.
I know. Come on, man. Say something.
Okay, so why did they chicken cross the road?
Oh, dear God.
Because he was riffing.
Oh, dear God.
You see that?
Talk about the drink specials.
What do you
Talk
see?
about
What
stuff
what
can
what do you
eat.
see when the Pillsbury Doughboy bends over?
Riffing?
Donuts.
Oh, I thought you were going to say dough balls or something like that.
I mean, that does make sense. You know, I guess that does put a new spin on Krispy Kreme.
Oh. Okay, that was actually painfully funny. It was painful, but it was funny.
I love that, Ed.
Oh my God. Don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells, $4.25. Go get yourself one of your host drinks. Don't drink all three at the same time. We're gonna have to call an Uber for it.
Damn.
That'll be
Who would do that?
That would be a bit. I can name a couple names, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna throw all my cheese out there. It's not gonna happen. But there are also delicious baked goods. There's some giant cookies.
Cookies
some
are great.
muffins. Some I
Gigante.
think I see cheese biscuits and slices of cake.
Cheese biscuits are awesome.
There's a lot of stuff to go. Like, you're like, hey, that doesn't look too bad. It's delicious. Trust
Pretzels are
me.
great.
Yes. Lots of thought. Who's coming up next?
Yes.
Yes is next. They're here.
Okay, wait. Owner of
how'd you
a
end up booking
lonely
them?
heart. Owner of a broken heart.
We can't afford that.
I know. I'd love to though. What's his name? The bass player, Chris Squire.
Yeah, he's passed on though already.
I'd still love to have him here.
Well, yes. Let's hear it for our own dear sweet Miss JoJo.
Woo! All right, JoJo, get a good-looking guy to bring you up here. Tell you, she's faking it all the way. She's faking. Look at that. She's putting it on even worse.
Thank you. My glasses. You see my glasses, Becca? Okay. Thank you. Who mentioned something about sanctuary a while ago, that word? I have a tattoo on my arm that says sanctuary, and it was given to me by a ghost, a little girl. She in my house. I never invite anything. You don't invite. But she was sitting at the end of the chair, and when she stood up, when I came over and stood by her, she stood up, and I said, "Are you passing through?" Because they have probably ways to go. "What are you doing here?" And she said, "Sanctuary." So I went and got that tattoo. Sanctuary right there. We knew a man named Richard in our family. Epitaph for Richard. Your first spring dawns cold in the thicket, and foggy mist lies caught in the brush along familiar paths. You are home now, at last, to the hills, and the branch that runs cold and sweet to the taste. Home to the deer and panther's cry, home to the family and the distant lights of Mama's house. Because of your faithfulness, Richard, you have come home. This is Liz. I pointed, showing her birds and beach blankets. She murmured that seabirds always rest that way in the sand. And then she turned once again to the empty window. With that, it was finished. She had returned him to the sea, no tears. Yet in a small box she arranged her regrets and gathered inklings that simply could not be forgotten. Time to listen. I gathered my words and placed them in a basket. I've allowed them to dry, withering into grotesque and bizarre. They became extravagantly odd in shape and eccentric. When it played out and all became still in the basket, I crushed the leaves soundly and turned them out into the wind. Thank you, guys.
All right, give it up for JoJo. Wow, I was here first.
Can you guys put the microphones a little closer together? You guys keep moving them away from each other.
Cooties.
Like I said, then I have to have this huge wide shot.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Or no. Where you go? Look, come over here. When you go up to somebody and just do this.
That's irritating. That drives the living hell out of me.
I do that. I do that to Ernie
I
sometimes.
can't stand that.
He'll just be sitting at his workstation, like editing, and I'll just come up to him and go,
I used to work with a producer that used to do every time he wanted to say something, he'd poke me in the arm. Hey Ernie, can you turn that snare drum down just a little bit? No. And then poke me in the arm. Hey Ernie, the accordion, can you turn that up a little bit? Hey Ernie, like, stop touching me!
You know what?
Oh God,
Ernie, that actually sounded a lot more terrible than when you first said. Because stop it. Because when you said that, it sounded like you said he poked you in the eye. Like you called you to poke you in the eye and say,
No.
Ernie.
That would get a punch back in the face.
"Oh, that would get an elbow in the nose." Serious. All right. Don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells, $4.25. Go get something delicious to eat or drink. Or if you don't want any thing fancy, we've got bottled soda and water also in the refrigerator. Go for
There's
that.
even
too.
orange juice back there too.
We do.
Oh yeah, that's right. The little cup mix.
And there's the delicious cake too.
Cake?
Carrot cake.
Ooh, and do they have the Death by Chocolate?
Well, it's
The yin yang.
yin yang cake. I call it death by chocolate because even me as a chocolate lover, it takes about 2 or 3 days for me to finish that. And I love chocolate. So what does that tell you? It's very rich.
It's very rich.
All right, Lost of Thought, take it away.
So we're going virtual next.
Oh.
Yes.
We're waiting for Ernie to catch up.
Okay, no, I'm good.
Okay, he's good.
Up next, let's hear for the good doctor himself. Let's hear for Reggie Goodwin.
Please direct your attention to the monitors behind the bar as Mr. Goodwin will appear via YouTube, although it will be on a 30-second delay, so it will be a little out of sync. Take it away, good doctor.
Confession. September 15, 2001 was... Should I start over?
No, you're good.
Okay. Confession. September 15, 2001 was a Saturday. We were all still reeling from the attacks on the Twin Towers that no longer existed. The Pentagon had a sizable hole in it. Every news outlet had theme music as pundits pontificated about Flight 93's purpose when some Let's Roll brave souls scuttled it. Pop, isn't that where you went to school? My youngest son said. His older brother was at Prairie View A&M trying to figure it out. We were in HEB getting groceries. Before me on the shelf, on the top of the Austin American Statesman, was a photo of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, my classmate. Under the caption of his photo was where he went to pursue his mechanical engineering degree, North Carolina A&T State University, the largest HBCU in the country, and our alma mater. Khalid and I were STEM majors. He was in mechanical engineering. I was in engineering physics. I was in my senior year and he was a transfer student, and we were taking a graduate level course in nuclear physics. The course was taught by Dr. Amin Haq, may he rest in peace, who explained that the reason why we were taking this upper division course was to ensure the country had enough STEM students to manufacture thermonuclear weapons in case of a war with Russia. Who would survive a first exchange to manufacture anything, I thought. I kept my concerns mum. I have since realized that the government used a competitive captive audience of STEM students working on the same issue across the country, HBCUs and PWIs, a youthful think tank with no salary. Khalid and I were as different as two people could be. He was a child of wealth. I was born into design poverty. He drove a Porsche. I drove a Chevy. He wore Birkenstock. I wore sneakers. It wouldn't be an understatement to say that we said two words to each other throughout the semester. We were both trying to graduate. We both learned the intricacies of fission reactions. Chain reactions are like billiard balls. The fact that was the basis for the Manhattan Project. A fusion reaction requires enough force to push hydrogen atoms with the same positive charge into each other. How would you do that, you wonder? A mechanical disturbance caused the fission reaction. Uranium-235 is the element that can happen in a laboratory or in a reactor. The hydrogen bomb is a step above the ones dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The fissile material is caged around a nickel-cadmium core of plutonium-239. the explosions must be simultaneous for the fission chain reaction to compress the atoms in the nickel cadmium core, a description I recognized reading the Tom Clancy novel, The Sum of All Fears. 600 megatons of TNT, concussive shock waves at supersonic speeds, enough to flatten any municipalities, capable of murdering populations by the millions, and the radiation. Plutonium-239 has a half-life of 24,100 years, and my senior project improved this killing machine by 11%. Khalid, my colleagues, and I were mastering the intricacies of doomsday devices. Tearfully, I recounted the Vedic scripture J. Robert Oppenheimer quoted at the first test explosion. If the radiance of 1,000 suns were to burst forth at once into the sky, that would be like the splendor of the mighty one. Now I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. I wept then for the children who hadn't been born yet. Pop, isn't that where you went to school? Yes, it was. I was snapped back in the present, then September 15, 2001, still reeling from the attacks of 9/11. And this was the face of my classmate, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, number 3 in Al-Qaeda, and I was dumbstruck in HEB. I had to move along because someone behind me insisted on getting on with their shopping day. I realized that for Khalid, everything he needed to accomplish his dark deed was public knowledge. Figuring out how to burn down buildings was a mechanical engineering problem, not nearly as intricate as it was to build a thermonuclear device. I recall getting an A in the course, and for my senior project, I assumed Khalid did as well. He seemed intelligent. Our paths diverged after graduation. I took an oath to defend my nation. Khalid joined Osama bin Laden in the CIA-backed Mujahideen, encouraged by President Carter and National Security Advisor Zbigniew Brzezinski, defending Afghanistan from the Soviet invasion and what would soon become the textbook definition of blowback. I stared at a familiar face. I connected with him over time and space of memories. We were both in the same class in nuclear physics. Like most upper division majors, we were both just trying to graduate. I was a pauper and he was a prince. We're about the same age. Khalid, my classmate, is in Guantanamo Bay. My penance is environmental engineering after military communications in the semiconductor industry, using my STEM knowledge to make the world better for humanity and my family. But for a moment in Greensboro, North Carolina, Khalid and I were studying earnestly how to build doomsday devices.
All right, give it up for Dr. Reggie Goodwin.
That is yet another interesting layer that peeled away from the onion of Dr. Reggie Goodwin.
If you had seen me in the shadows, I was just like this.
Damn.
The whole time, I was like, and Lane was like, what? What's wrong? I was like, would you listen? Sorry, he is lost in thought, so it's really tough to get him to focus.
I didn't know you studied all that about nuclear technology and all that.
Yeah, that was an upper division course, and I realized when I was at the HEB on 620, and that's when Jonathan pointed out, "Didn't you go there?" And I was like, "Yeah," and that face, and I realized, yeah, we were in the same class.
How about that?
He was a little weird though.
Yeah, considering.
As opposed to the usual, he was a quiet gentleman. He kept to himself. Yeah.
Well, I tried to shake his hand, and he completely ignored me because I was, like I said, I was beneath him. And here's a funny story. He got arrested because he had expired plates on his car, and he was very upset about that because he said, "In my country, I am a prince. No one asked me to get plates." And I was like, "Dude, you're in Greensboro, North Carolina. Those rednecks want you to have plates."
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was interesting. Like I said, it's like, maybe that's the only thing I remember hearing us say to each other. But other than that, I just said he was an asshole. And obviously I was right.
There you go.
Woo! Okay, that's gonna take a little bit to process. Wow.
Hey, where's Danimal? Are we on next week?
Oh, shoot.
I wanted to let you know before you disconnect.
Before Dr. Goodwin goes away.
I got it.
Oh, I'll watch it on YouTube. 'Cause,
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, I'll find out here for sure. And then I'll make an announcement.
We'll try and make an update before the show ends.
Okay.
Peace. Thank you,
Thank you.
Doctor. Give it up for Dr.
Take care.
Goodwin! Woo! Always powerful. Always. I mean, like, it's like all his pieces are always like really like thought provoking, but that one I was just like
Yes.
the whole time.
Surprising.
Wow. All right, Lost the Dot. Take it away. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next, from what I discovered, this voice hasn't been here in a while, in a very long time, but he's returning. Let's hear it for Jeremiah.
That's me on the trombone. Okay, no, it's not.
Hi, everyone.
If your guitar plugs in, you can use that guitar cord there on the stand.
Yes, sir. Oh, maybe I'll just scoot up. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm Jeremiah. So in my day job, I am a therapist. So I like to write songs because I hear a lot of stories and some of them inspirational, and I get to see just how resilient human beings get to be on day-to-day basis. So that's the inspiration for a lot of my songs, and I'm gonna play one, maybe two of them for y'all. So, and if I could just get a smidge of reverb, just a smidge of reverb on the mic. When we were younger, we ran through meadows, chasing shadows of a life we'd never lived. The world before us sang our chorus, distant harmonies to a song we'd never hear. Young desires and a sky that tires. The stars we share together will always be right there. Though I fear that I can't feel the hole you left. And I can't shake the aching in my chest. Cold and quiet, our fate decided, and winter brought the end to the meadows we once loved. As years just flew by, we let our love die. The damage done by time would never truly heal. And now I feel that I can't fill the hole you left. And I can't shake the aching in my chest. No, I can't fill the hole you left. And I can't shake the aching in my chest. Thank you. That one's called Meadows. I do one more? Or? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Look at me, I'm broken. Look at me, I'm down. Don't worry though, I'm all good. Don't worry though, I'm sound. Look at me, the martyr. Look at me, the source of everybody's comfort, a fading resource. A fading resource. You think that I've lost interest. You think that I'm moving on. You might be right, I'm jaded, but I really wish that you were wrong. I'll tell you that I'm only tired. I got good things going on, when really I just woke up to the demons I've been sleeping on. I'm burning out quietly, don't make me shout it out. 'Cause I know I failed you, I understand you're down. But I gave you everything, leaving all my regard. Left humbled and open, revealing all my scars. Revealing all my scars. You think that I've lost interest. You think that I'm moving on. You might be right, I'm jaded, but I really wish that you were wrong. I'll tell you that I'm only tired. I got good things going on, when really I just woke up to the demons I've been sleeping on. I'm burning out quietly, don't make me shout it out. 'Cause I know I failed you, I understand understand you're down. But I gave you everything, leaving all my regard. Left humbled and open, revealing all my scars. You turned to me slowly, you said, sit your ass down. For you can't be Superman, you need 2 feet on the ground. There's a time for persistence, and there's a time to slow down. Oh, so just for tonight, why don't we sit this one out? Oh, and leave worry by the wayside, forget what's down the road. And if only for a moment, reap what good that you've sown. Leave worry by the wayside and take a deep breath. Oh, and if only for a moment, find laughter in mess. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Am I good to unplug?
That's me on the trombone. Okay, no, it's not.
Let's hear it for Jeremiah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Very, very nice. Wow.
I can't put my finger on what this voice reminds me of.
Okay, no, don't do that.
No, I
Don't
know.
do that.
I
Don't
can't
do
think
that.
of
Oh.
you know, I can't think of a singer, but
Sounds
But-
like Jeremiah.
Sounds like Jeremiah.
when those were both original tunes? Yes, they were. Excellent.
That has bugged me since I was a kid. Oh my God.
What, his original
no,
songs?
No, not hit. No. Jeremiah, your songs are amazing. No.
Jeremiah, you knew her when she was a kid?
Okay.
Start over.
When I would pick up like teen magazines and stuff, they'll say, "Oh, so and so is the new so and so." No, don't do that. Don't do that shit. Oh, that drives me crazy. I remember even when like Terrence Trent D'Arby would come out, oh, he's the new Prince, or when the Echo and the Bunnymen came out, oh, they're the new Beatles. It's like, what the flarp? And now where are they?
I think the Echo and the Bunnymen are still around, aren't they?
Well, I don't know. I
I swore I saw them like on tour somewhere.
I'm tragically unhip, so I have no idea who's still around.
What was that? Yeah, they just played here in Austin. Like he said last week.
Okay, I'm good.
I thought I saw their name somewhere.
Okay, but that was early '90s. My point is the whole comparison.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I mean,
I don't like that stuff.
what I was getting, I wasn't trying to compare it. I was just saying it reminded me of someone, like a famous singer, someone I heard before. Not John Denver. I can't put my finger on it.
Who cares? It's Jeremiah.
All right, give it up for Jeremiah! Woo! Lots of thought. Take it away.
And he wasn't actually ever a bullfrog either.
Oh, dude.
I had to do it.
I bit my tongue earlier. How dare you?
I had to grow up with, hey, Ernie, where's Bert?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're real original, dude.
Well, imagine going by the name Lane.
Yeah, as in stay in your lane.
Lane.
I have a coworker that says that to me all the time.
Oh, get in the fast lane. Oh, move over to the slow lane. All right.
I love
Enough.
it.
You don't
so-
even drive. Whatever.
I don't actually. So, coming up
Who's
next,
next?
always a delight to hear this voice. He sings, he does comedy, he does it all. Let's hear it for Spooky McDougal.
Spooky!
And his guitar does not plug in because his cat peed on it.
He already knows.
Yeah. Well, I forgot the first time, but I remembered it.
One of these days I'll get it fixed. All right, what's going on here? Okay. My dad look. I'm gonna do a Tom Waits cover of sorts. I repurposed it a little bit because I can't play the chords that he wrote it to, so I did my own wacky transposition or whatever. Here we go. It's called Invitation to the Blues. Well, she's up against the register, apron and a spatula, next to days, deliveries, and tickets for the bachelors. She's a moving violation from her conks down to her shoes. It's just an invitation to the blues. But you're feeling just like Cagney. She looks like Rita Hayworth at the counter of Schwab's drugstore. You wonder if she might be single. She's alone and like to mingle. Got to be patient, gotta pick up on the clues. She said, how you gonna like 'em? Over medium or scrambled? But anyways, the only way, be careful not to gamble on a guy with a suitcase and a ticket, getting out of here in a rundown bus station in an old pair of shoes. It ain't nothing but invitation to the blues. But you can't keep your eyes off her. Get another cup of Java. It's just the way she pours it for you, joking with the customers. Mercy, mercy, Mr. Percy, there ain't nothing back in Jersey but a broken down jalopy of a man I left behind. Fuck. And oh yeah, and the dream that I was chasing, battle with the booze, it's just an invitation to the blues. Sure. Jesus Christ, I shouldn't smoke weed before I do this. But she had a sugar daddy and a candy apple caddy, a bank account and everything, accustomed to the finer things. He probably left her for a socialite, didn't love her except at night, and then he's drunk and never even told her that he cared. Then he took the registration, her car keys and her shoes, and he left her with an invitation to the blues. No, 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 oh yeah. There's a Continental Trailways leaving local bus tonight. Good evening, you can take my seat. I'm sticking around here for a while. Get a room down at the Squire in the filling station's hiring, and I could eat here every night. What the hell do I got to lose? So got a sneaking sensation. Gotta go or stay, I gotta choose. It's just an invitation to the blues. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. What's sad is I played this like 3 times before I even got here, so I wouldn't do that. All right, let's see if I can play the song about my cat. Whoops. There we go. D minor. Yeah, it's about my cat and how we have a codependent relationship. He's very old. You fell asleep on the couch again. Why don't you just come to bed? I know you like to sleep next to me and curl up so expertly. You wake me up just to see your face, get me up to start the day. Tell me everything that you like, and I can't help but to oblige. I know you don't like to be alone, and if I could, I would just stay home. You're always waiting for me by the door. What am I gonna do when you're not there anymore? What am I gonna do when you're not there to keep me warm at night? What am I gonna do when you're not there to tell me it's alright? What am I gonna do when I'm not cleaning up your messes? Still I'm counting on my blessings. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do when you're not there to keep me warm at night? What am I gonna do when you're not there to tell me it's alright? What am I gonna do when I'm not cleaning up your messes? Still I'm counting on my blessings. What am I gonna do? Thank you. My name is Spooky McDougal. You can find me on Instagram as Spooky McDougal, but you can find me on YouTube as Not Your Friend Buddy. Don't ask. This is like 2007 or 8 or something. All right. Thanks, y'all.
That was epic.
All right, give it up for Spooky McDougal, true Renaissance man.
No, like when he couldn't remember the lyric and he was holding that chord and he's like, it sounded like he was going to come with this big dynamic like ending or something. He's like, fuck.
Oh my
man.
God, that's awesome. Don't forget about the drink specials, mixed wells, $4.25. Go get you something delicious and buzzworthy. Ernie, I think there's a voice coming out of one of the other speakers.
What?
Oh, no. Oh, sorry, it's live. Hey, God. Anyway. Oh, trust me, I have a lot of beef against him. Nothing to do with her, but a lot with him. All right, coming up next to the stage, you see him auditioning today as the next hottest male stripper on Airport Boulevard. Give it up for Lost in Thought!
So I've got new shit here.
No shit. Hot and fresh and stinky.
So, and I'll commence that once all conversation stops. Yes. All right. So I asked if we could do this intro, but we can't because it's
No, you
copyright
can,
infringement?
you can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Can you pull it up then?
No, you can play it on your phone.
Fine.
I can't play tracks from back here because I'm streaming.
Okay, for a second, I thought you said you couldn't play trash from back there. It's like,
You know, you should probably go see an ear doctor. You know, because he always misunderstanding things. The dongle is there on the floor.
yeah.
It's
Yeah? I was going to just put it up the mic.
well, whatever. Okay.
Okay. On April 18th of 1980, a vindictive culprit has not only been taking lives, but causing such things as disfiguring, affecting mental states, and yes, even changing the course of the lives of anyone and everyone that has come across this sick, disturbing, and downright devious culprit's path. But what has proven especially difficult to bring this perpetrator to justice is the subtlety in which they commit their crimes, being deliberately slow and sneaking past our very senses. Who is this culprit, you may ask? How can such cruelty be allowed in our society, you may be thinking? Who has all been affected by this massive crime spree, you may be wondering? And most importantly of all, how can that none of us have ever been able to convey any eyewitnesses, despite the fact we have all seen them in the act? In fact, they've been so arrogant as to perform such actions in not only broad daylight, but even in the front of the very people they've done wrong to. We, of course, are talking about none other than the cruel twist of fate itself, time. Yes, time has been at it even before 1980. But the only reason why I'm reporting on this now is because, well, I wasn't really in existence before 1980. And it has taken years to get to where I am before to be on this fictionalized set of an imitation of a much better show with a host that doesn't stutter and credentials that I don't actually have because this is a poetic piece of work. You know, it's really hard to get those things. And if you believe this is real and legal, well, it's not. Our investigation has proven more difficult in the face of adversity. We approached the head of a security company, and we asked them if they could provide us with what they knew about these despicable crimes, to which they responded, "Who are you people? How did you get this address? Why are you bothering me with this stupid shit?" I tried to portray the evidence of this criminal's wrongdoing by showing them the photographic evidence of how certain parts don't have as much uplift as they used to, but we weren't able to complete our presentation to the facts because they had us escorted out of the building by security. And, you know, fair. We then decided to put on this evening news to spread the word. And we did. And if you count the evening news as recording this segment from home and loading up on YouTube, but we're sure that at some point, someone in the media will find it and do a story on it. At which point, we will respond with tasteful conviction. We did notice that our video did garner some likes and attention. We noticed that the like button did have the number 5 next to it, which we will turn into a positive by saying we got a high five. I was told to put in this disclaimer. This is a poetic work, and we really didn't put this on YouTube, so don't try to go looking for it. In which case, that whole high five comment is kind of sad. If you have any information regarding this, please contact a friend or a family member or something. We tried displaying the number to the show, but they told us that if we did, we'd be canceled. Which is why you're seeing this as a commercial break between segments and not on the actual show. Because of that, we had to sponsor something other than the show just itself. so we could say we did. So, here. Have some bubbles. You have fun with that. Thank you.
All right, give it up for Lost in Thought. And I think we need to start a GoFundMe so Lost in Thought can get some tattoos on those naked arms. That's no. You need some ink on there, and
Tom.
also maybe some tattoo suggestions.
Time.
Naked chick.
An imaginary line. Mine not yours, nor yours mine.
Did you just come up with that just now?
No. And if anybody can identify that lyric,
What'd you call me?
somebody just wandered onto the stage.
Yes.
Our next voice.
Oh, okay. Wait, what did you need?
Oh, she was prepping me for
So what'd she need?
to me lower the mic.
Lower the mic stand.
Oh,
yeah.
well, kind of like I do with JoJo. You're good. We got you. All right, introduce Lane.
Okay, this is Lane introducing.
Lane, Lost in Thought. What's your name? Whatever. Introduce. No, I'm waiting for him to introduce. Yeah. This is what we get sodas for.
He's rebooting his phone.
I know, right? Come on, Lost in Thought. You can do it.
Okay, I just realized this is going to be put us a little out of order.
Oh.
It's what?
Huh? Go.
Okay.
So let's hear it for the next person, Lillian Reyes Gates.
Woo! Okay, which one do you want to be on? Okay.
See, and he didn't lower the stand.
There you go. Take it away.
Good evening. I'm glad to be back. I haven't been here in years. First of all, I want you to know I'm a second-degree black belt in Goju. That's what it says right here. And one thing I learned from my sixth-degree Goju master in San Antonio, he was stationed at Fort Sam Houston at the time. I was in my 20s. I haven't even graduated from UT yet. Was how to castrate a man. I will demonstrate in a very slow manner. Okay? First of all, I'm ambidextrous. So, grab, twist the balls. Ah! Got it? Here, boy. Total disconnection. So anyway, I had my first Tai Chi lesson last week, and the woman says to me, "It's the first time you've ever had Tai Chi?" I said, "Yes." "Well, how come you're good?" And I said, "I've been practicing Goju all my life. It's called muscle memory. I'm 73 years old. I've not forgotten. I still have a couple of gis. I just wore my top. I decided not to wear my black belt. It'd be too intimidating when I, Okay. I live in Elgin, Texas. The reason we bought that house for an apartment complex at 8312 North IH 35, apartment 1134, Woodland Heights Apartments, was because my husband came down with dementia. His name is Bruce Stewart Gates, and he died 4 years ago. And it disturbed him to hear all these people crowded and stuff. So we had to get a house out in the country. And at that time, Elgin was not crowded at all. You go down 734, FM 734, Palmer Lane, you see horses, people riding horses. And he says, "Oh, cool, I like that." And we bought one of the first houses out there at Elm Creek Subdivision. At that time, we saved so much money at that cheap apartment, we had $150,000. So, but I said, "Bruce, let's just pay $100,000, okay? Let's just pay, okay." So we wrote a check, and we said, "Let's leave the $50,000, let it earn interest." So we did. Then I said, get worse. He goes, he's forgetting things. I go, oh my God, what happens if I'm on the road? Because I was traveling for long-term care all over the state of Texas. And I said, Bruce, we need to write up the check. Because I want to make sure that you're covered, that you live in this house permanently, and we save enough money so that somebody can take care of you, and you don't have to go to a nursing home. You can get home health to come over here. We saved money from day one we got married. Okay? So, anyway, he died 4 years ago in our rock and roll bedroom. We were both state employees. We like Bruce Springsteen. Okay? South by Southwest, the Zilker Park concerts, the 6th Street concerts. We attended every single one. If there's a band that we like, because we were state employees, we'd use our hotel points and both our hotel points. We flew all over. We followed them all over. We would take off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and take off Monday. Go back to work Tuesday. Okay, so anyway, he did die in our rock and roll bedroom, and all the paintings in that bedroom, which leads to a side deck, and he was still alive when that was done, has all these frame artwork originals of every concert we did. I was actually painting when I was living in the Blanton dorm of the UT campus. My junior year, I was painting. And Nestor was 2 years older than me, but I started college at age 17. Lawton High School, Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Okay, Geronimo Country, Comanche. And Nestor had this long hair, and I had this long hair down to here. We were the only ones on campus. And he would come to the lobby at Blanton dorm, and he goes, Lillian, will you please untangle my hair? I said, okay. And all these girls would go, Lillian, I want to date Nestor. And I said, you're too tall, he's short. And Nestor said, that Ann wants to date me? Oh, Lillian, I can climb her. And I go, what? Climb her? God, Nestor, God. Okay, so to this day, we're still close. Even though we're 2 years apart. Erlinda is then Nestor, then me, and then Imelda. And Tom knows Missy because she wanted to get away from her parents in San Antonio. So she lived next door to me and Bruce. My mom is Aria Louise Reyes. Okay? And she said, I want to get away from Mom and Dad, Aunt Lillian. And I said, but you know, Missy, you can't always spend the night at our house, you know. Bruce likes to walk around naked. It's his house. You know, just like in the beach, you know, in Austin. And he goes, yeah, I know, Aunt Lillian. So I said, so give him the courtesy of saying, get a pillow while you're on the couch and say, hi, Uncle Bruce. And he'll say, hi, Missy, good morning. Okay, so anyway, that's a long story short. I wrote 2 poems, and this is about a bridge in Elgin. It was named after one of the police commissioners in Elgin, Texas. And it's called the Mumford Memorial Bridge. He was a police chief. It overlooks HEB Elgin. On the old James M. Mumford Memorial Bridge, my best friend and lover waved to drivers as they passed by. As the armadillos turned on their backs, off to 90, there's a lot of them. Crackling sounds amplified as their feet moved bravely, like 500 sunflowers dance to the rhythm of the blowing wind as the sun rises. Thank you. It so happens that Missy was attending Elgin High School, and she said, Aunt Lillian, most of the kids here are stupid. I made 150 on my test. And I go, how did you make 150? The maximum is 100. I did the extra points. Oh, God, Missy. All right, okay. All right. I volunteer every Fridays at the Elgin Depot Museum. It's managed by the Elgin Historical Association, which I'm a member of. Every Friday from 12 to 4. And all around this red brick building, oh, by the way, Elizabeth Name Institute, she used the bricks of Elgin, Texas. Whoa, yeah, those bricks, okay. There's a lot of hobo writings around that Depot Museum. Like Lillian was here, you know? And they'll make their symbols and stuff as you hop on the train. And by the way, a lot of those trains were built by either prisoners or the black people. And to get on the train, you had two entrances to the train. One is for the white people, and the other one is the black people. Same thing. And we have the original benches of that place. Okay, and I make it a point to be influential to the board, even though I don't want to attend board meetings. I just tell them what needs to be done, and if nobody wants to do it, I'll do it. The drunken hobo jettes up the passing train in Waco. Both his shoulders are buffed at biceps and triceps. Gulps a six-pack of Shiner Bock. Panhandling is not too bad. Cash is good. It's the uppity women in Austin's Tarrytown that's bad. Eating or drinking that ups hobo's mood. Traveling for free among the steel drums of oil. No AC makes him free. All he needs is the wind. Move over. Do you mind? Thank you.
Let's hear it for Lillian Reyes Gates.
You want me to raise this for you?
How many poetry hosts does it take to raise a microphone?
Meow. All right. Don't forget about the drink specials.
Night,
Mixed
peeps,
Wells,
come back.
$4.25. What?
Hey, wait, stop them.
Okay.
It was free to come in, but it's $5 to get out.
Okay, Lane, for the last time, the 90s called. They want their lingo back. Please quit saying peeps. It's disturbing. Okay, bring up the next person, please.
Okay.
Coming up
I
next.
want to make doubly sure if there are new voice. No, okay. Yes, indeed. Coming up next.
Coming up next.
Let's hear it for Andrew.
While Ernie B does what he does best, why don't you make your way over to the bar and get something delicious to eat or drink? The bar always has good things for you, and make sure to tip your bar staff. This is a PSA from the hosts of Spoken and Heard.
we take a great offense to that as Mandalorians.
I'm sorry. No. I know it's a youth, but I just wanted to know if you could like sight read or whatever. Kind of like a.
He can. He's being humble.
Oh yeah, I think we're good. We're gonna bring it up a little bit and then immediately bring it back down.
Wait.
You good?
Volume.
Are we good? Cool. Yeah, go for it. I was at the beach, sitting on the sand, when I saw that girl with the dark brown eyes and a dark olive tan. She was watching the sets, with a surfboard underneath her arm. That first moment I saw her, I knew she'd do me some harm. Turned out of the water, first session I'd seen. Damn, she had the biggest chi-chis I had ever seen. She put down her board, sat down next to me, played a soft old lonely tune on a ukulele. I don't know what had happened when I fallen asleep. The next morning I woke, she was sleeping next to me. I fell in love with her. I fell in love with her. I'm so in love with her, my little surfer girl. She went out of bed, waxed at both our boards, grabbed me by the hand, and then she took me out the door. We surfed all that day long, they stayed hours straight. Damn, I knew she was the one, damn, I could not wait. So I asked if she loved me, she said, yeah, I guess. So I asked her to marry me, damn it, you know, she said yes. I fell in love with her, I'm so in love with her. I fell in love with her, my little surfer girl. I've been waiting for my surfer girl, never did she show. Later on that day, then me did tell that she went to Mexico to catch a 10-foot swell. I fell in love with her, I fell in love with her, I fell in love with her, my little surfer girl. Yeah, sure. Do it.
Set you on.
No.
Come on.
No. You don't feel like going to do it. No, you do feel like going to do it.
Set you on or kill you.
Do under oxygen test.
Are you sure? Yep. Okay.
Tune it.
By the way, he forgot to tell you my name. It's Azure.
Oh God. she's the A side of this too.
I convinced him to do this. What's your name? Azure.
Azure. Azure.
When I say Azure, people are like, Andrew?
A-Z-U-R-E. Like the sky.
Like this guy. Wait,
You can
under
do
oxygen test.
Joseph's face was as black as the night, and the pale yellow moon shone in his eyes. His path was marked by the stars in the southern hemisphere, and he walked his days under African sky. This is the story of how we began to remember. This is the powerful pulse and love in the veins. This is the powerful dream of calling your name out. These are the roots of rhythm, and the roots of a rhythm remain. In early memory, mission music was ringing round my nursery door. To take this child low from Tucson, Arizona, give her the wings to fly through harmony, and she won't bother you no more. This is the story of how we began to remember. This is the powerful pulse and love in the veins. This is the dream of falling and calling your name out. This is the roots of rhythm, and the roots of a rhythm vein. Irving landscapes, the cedars rise like the fire of an ancient bird. Take this dream, my sweet little angel, set their hearts aflame with every word. This is the powerful pulse and love in the veins. This is the powerful pulse and the love in the veins. After the dream of falling and calling your name out, these are the roots of rhythm, and the roots of a rhythm remain. That was like 9 times faster than you're supposed to play that.
Yeah.
My deepest apologies to Paul Simon and all of his
Fingers did
fans.
not cooperate very well.
And it was me setting the tempo there.
It's very fast. Thank you guys.
Yeah, let's hear it for Andrew and Azure. Azure. I just think of like I think the VPN service Azure. Yeah. Woohoo.
Ernie B, give it up for him.
Yes, let's hear it for Ernie B.
He's the one that keeps us from being an acoustic show.
The magic behind the sound.
The man behind the myth, the legend,
Yes.
otherwise known as Ernie motherfucking B. Ernie motherfucking B. Yeah. He also has a QR code back there in case you want to tip him for his amazing sound. He does that too.
Oh, I was going to
I'm winded.
Ernie, don't you just love being fluffed by your hosts?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Fluffed.
So I was going to say yes.
Ego boosted.
We love introducing people and peeps, but one exception. Unless we call your name, don't just come up on stage.
Yeah. We really we're going live. We're trying to keep a little format going. Like
The one
lots of-
exception is if you're setting it behind us.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But
Yeah, we also don't like for our performers to jump ahead in line.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Lost in Thought, take it away. Who's coming up next?
Who is coming up next? Well, she's spicy. She's dangerous. She's hot tamale.
Okay, wait, Ernie. We're here. Okay, I want. It's gonna be kind of like a little performance art thing. It's something I wrote. And Rayla, if you're watching, this is dedicated to you. Where's the dongle?
There's quite a few people watching actually online. Is Rayla online? I can't tell who's watching, but there's a few people watching. Scott's watching at home. Hi, Scott.
Okay, remember Lost in Thought? Your phone is like a remote. Close it. Close it. Thank you.
Is he supposed to be up there?
Yes, he
Okay.
is supposed to be up here.
It's performance art, Ernie B.
Okay, Ernie, let me know when you're ready on this.
It's
Pretend you're flipping through the channels.
Decide. Don't have to. Come.
Okay, you're watching TV, remember. Tired of small talk? Unable to play the social game? Is toxic friendliness totally getting to you? Sit down! You're watching TV! Jesus. It worked a lot better in rehearsal. Okay, let me start over. Sit down and pretend you're watching TV. The audience is your TV.
No, we'll fix it in post.
Thank you. Tired of small talk? Unable to play the social game? Is toxic friendliness totally getting to you? Do you just want to be left alone? Don't hesitate. You need a social condom. From the makers of introvert earplugs and shyness blinders, the emotional condom protects you from overly friendly coworkers, annoying strangers on the bus, and other social awkwardness. Just roll on your social condom and you're instantly protected from hearing about your coworkers' poodles' pooping habits, little Johnny's soccer game, or other annoying situations. Social condom, only $39.95. That's it. I didn't see what he did. What did he do?
I have no idea what you guys were doing.
I'm kind of scared. See, I got that idea because when my kids were babies, I was a stay-at-home.
Oh, hold on. Let me put on my social condom.
Okay, yeah. Do it.
Rayla said she was watching.
Okay, cool.
Oh, hi,
cool.
Rayla.
Hey, Rayla, sup? No, because when my kids were babies, I would basically fall asleep in the living room. This is where I started to use captions on all my shows. I would just watch everything with captions. Kid would be asleep on my chest, and I'd just be like, and the amount of infomercials at like 3:30 in the morning are like really disturbing. So yeah, that it kind of gave me that idea for the.
But you know, the
for the social
infomercials aren't
condom.
like they used to be back in the day.
Well, back in the day, this was like the early 2000s.
like when
dude.
TV stations would actually sign off the air and stuff. Sometimes you'd like, stay up to 3 in the morning watching Mel Tillis fish for bass. Like, what am I watching?
Wasn't that the Pocket Fisherman or
Pocket
something?
Fisherman or
That just sounds dirty.
There's a band called the Pocket Fisherman. They play here.
That just sounds dirty. Where did Lost in Thought go?
He left the building.
Again.
Oh,
All
no, there he
right.
is.
Well,
I thought you
while
were
he's doing that, I'll make sure to bring up the drink specials. $4.25 mixed wells. Get something delicious to drink that is also buzzworthy. Lost in Thought. Who's coming up next?
Rayla said that was especially timely for her. Yes, it fits.
I think my favorite line was their poodles' pooping habits. Where you're like, oh, you just want to put on that social condom. Go, leave me alone, dear God. Okay, who's coming up next?
Coming up next, we have a new voice.
New voice.
Let's hear it for Carlos.
Woo!
What happens if a frog parks illegally? It gets towed. What happened when I swallowed a dictionary? It gave me a thesaurus throat I've ever had.
Oh, God. All right. I'm going as fast as I can, I swear. All right. My name's Carlos. This is a new endeavor for me. I've been only performing for a couple weeks. Music is therapy for me, so these are all songs about me. Because my ego is out of control. This is So Be It. I'm driving home through panic attacks, clutching my soul to keep my body attached to this earthly plane. No plans to leave today. I'm told it's on me to find the light at the end of the tunnel. And if I can't see, that means it's night and the moon will shine through still. But the clouds are rolling over and my head's in my hand. 180 on the freeway, no, I don't give a damn. So if that tire shreds and that car should flip, well, I'll go out in a blaze. So be it, so be it. Well, I've been looking for answers, but dying for questions. Learned some lessons, but don't know what I am stressing for. All the world's just making too much noise. I'm told it's on me. Seems the good from the bad, disregard all the sad. And if I can't see, close your eyes, use your ears, ignore all the tears. But the clouds are rolling over and my head's in my hands. 180 on the freeway, no, I don't give a damn. So if that tire shreds and that car should flip, well, I'll go out in a blaze. So be it. Oh, the clouds are rolling over, my head's in my hands. 180 on the freeway, give a good goddamn. If that tire shreds and that car should flip, well, I'll go out in a blaze. So be it. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, I got one more. The song's called Dumb Jokes. It was spurred from my friend telling me he was going to be selling some noodles, and then this whole thing happened. Telling dumb jokes for dumb folk, trying to get a quick laugh before we all croak. I'm serving processed food, selling news, trying to find the Judas who proved us to be obtuse. So why's all these fingers pointing back at me? Yeah, I'm sending one, but I'm feeling three. I'd prefer to roll it up and smoke some tree. Hey, don't we all love a walking tragedy? Have you heard the news? All the blues happening in shades and hues. Grace refused to one another. Find some cover, you're gonna need it to plead with gods and monsters. Oh, the boogeyman, he came to me at night. Say, get your ass up, it's time to fight. And this is for your good, it'll be alright. Hey, gather your things and come to the light. Where eyes can see you, hips a straw to breathe through it. Here to help or to talk if you need to. Then God commanded when I felt stranded, said just relax, it's all fake, it felt candid. Oh, why is all these fingers pointed up to them? It once pointed up a 3 or down for sin. Oh, I'd prefer to roll it up and smoke again. Well, it's only through love and true change begin. Thank you so much. I'm not on the internet, neither is any of my music, so this is it. This is an exclusive for y'all.
Give it time, Carlos. Give it time.
I was gonna say, Carlos, you're on the internet now.
Let's hear it for Carlos.
I like the dumb jokes. That was cool.
That was cool, yes.
Oh, Emma Ruth is watching online, and I just refreshed the chat, so I don't know exactly who she was speaking of, but she said, "This is great. Love your poetry."
Oh.
So, but I don't know who she was referring to, because
She was talking about all of us.
probably talking about me.
No. Then she would have mentioned your trombone.
Yeah, my trombone, great trombone solo. Oh wait, that wasn't you.
All right. Don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells, $4.25. There's also some baked goods over there. I'm never, ever, 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 ever again gonna say muffin.
Why?
Because I always end up saying it in a really bad context.
Who cares?
I mean, I'll say something like, "Look, Alyssa's got muffins." Oh dear God!
So-
Yes, and then Ernie or Lost in Thought will always say something like, "Oh my God!"
No, I always like to point that stuff out because it's so
Yes.
easy.
All right.
Who was the person that just played right now?
Carlos.
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 Somebody watching on YouTube, SB Web, said killed it.
In fact, Carlos could probably sing a song about muffins.
Yeah, see, there's your next, Carlos. There's your next song. Write a song about muffins.
Yeah.
He's already working on it.
All right. Lost in Thought. Who's coming up next?
Ooh, coming up next. Not a new voice.
Not a new voice. Okay, what?
Coming up next, let's hear it for Vix.
Ernie.
What? I know.
Thanks, SB Web, for the commentary. We appreciate you listening in today. And I want to say a happy Pride Month for those who are going to be celebrating this Pride. I'm going to bring up a couple pieces of poetry, and we're going to talk about identity and love. I mostly just like enjoying writing romantic poetry in general. Who doesn't like wearing rose-colored glasses? Can you imagine being me, or not me, or how they think, or how they perceive? I can imagine you. How you might wash your face before your teeth, or dance when you clean. The smell of vanilla when you enter a room, or how your laugh brightens every face. And I might chuckle, and I might observe. You could be quiet and reserved, clever anything but carefree. I could see your eyes glimmer when you feel loved. Or sit with your thoughts and cry when you're in the shower. I might be someone who cherishes you, and I'll observe. Can you imagine observing everyone you loved like you are studying your next muse? If you can, maybe there's hope. Someone will imagine me too. Thank you, guys. This one I actually didn't plan on sharing, but then I enjoyed all the thought-provoking poems that we were having today, and I thought maybe I should add something about thoughts. I am a thought, or maybe an experience, or I'm an afterthought. I'm a lot, and I'm perceptive, and I'm introspective, and I am a pawn perceiving everything I say and do and think, and I am destructive, and sometimes I sink. I am comprehensive, sometimes deflective, an immaculate conception. I am all of these microscopic lessons you are trying to teach me, and I am just a thought. Here's one for the artist out there. Getting to know you like your favorite paintbrush. I ask, is it old? Is it new? Is it red or is it blue? I'm not really great with the small talk. If I forgot to clean the brush, will you feel like a fool? Or do you do that too sometimes? What's your favorite make? Is it a sumi or a hake? Sorry, that was a little too fast. If I hold it for too long and my hands start to ache, will this happen to you too? All right. This is from my color series that I'm going to be adding to, and you'll probably hear more of it as we go along. Here's some love songs and love poems. Enjoy. Green, side A. I want to be entirely encapsulated by you. And when the moss and the mushrooms have grown green between our ears, only then will I be yours. Let our bodies grow lilies in beautiful gardens as we prosper from growth and happiness. A lush green garden is so becoming of us, growing old with you. That was a beautiful one. I hope there are some people out here who are growing old with someone they love. And if you're not, wait. Purple, side A. They are a kaleidoscope of dreams. I breathe in a prayer when their petals trace around me. She studies my movements and my shapes, yet stays a mystery to me. Much to my dismay, I simply cannot stop, lovingly laying my eyes upon their iris, completely adorned to those lavender lies. Stealing my heart with complete success. You see a flower dancing freely. All I want is to see her again.
Let's hear it for Vix.
See how empty it sounds when I don't roll the music in time? I was at the bar. I was at the bar.
So Vix, Rayla said you were a breath of fresh air.
She's one of our semi-regulars. We miss you, Rayla. Come back. And the next time I don't see you, it's going to get a little more persuasive. Get your ass over here. No, just kidding. I'm not going to do
live
that.
like way south now?
Yeah,
think so.
she does.
Yeah.
But she loves it.
Yeah, she's watching tonight because Lost in Thought did put, because when I wrote the social condom poem, I love that. I need to put it on a T-shirt or something.
You should.
I have this beer condom. It's like you put it on the bottle and you got to roll it down like a condom. Alyssa gave me that. Alyssa gave me this. But it works. I mean, it keeps it
I
nice.
swear, I came in, visited Ernie the other night at a punk show, and he had the beer, and he was like, "Hey," I was like, "Dude, really?" But he was back there; nobody else saw it. So, Ernie, guess what? I just put your shit all over TV.
I got to make my own fun.
Ernie's always putting his own shit on TV.
I know. All right, coming up next, Lost in Thought. Take it away.
Yes, take it away, me. Well, I am taking it away.
That's his idea of riffing.
Oh yeah, Carlos was saying that he wrote songs about himself, and I always do this thing. You've heard about that Scorpion song. There's no one like you. Instead of you, change it to me. There's no one like me. I can't wait for the nights with me. You know, you got to be self-positive sometimes.
Klaus is gonna come. He's gonna literally come over here, over the Atlantic, and kick your ass for that.
I heard you say you changed the lyrics to my song. I can't do his accent.
And he's gonna. Don't you dare.
You know, it does make me think of a scene from Muppets Take Manhattan.
Good night.
When,
Good night,
when
everybody.
they're talking about a soap commercial, and they said using our soap is like taking, I don't know, a boat in the ocean, except you're not in a boat and you don't go anywhere. So coming up next.
Glad you shared that with us.
All right. Woo! Bring up the next person, please.
Coming up next, let's hear it for James Kerrigan.
I'm surprised. Super surprised that Layton didn't go on and on about my cool name. Name's James Kerrigan. Don't fucking forget it, losers. What time did you guys start? I thought you guys would start late. 7?
Actually, just after 7, yeah, because there was only 3 bands.
Yeah, you put on the thing. It was like, we'll start after the punk show. I was like, I'm going to show up at 9. And they were like,
Well, I did. I put 7. I put 7 o'clock on there, but right after the punk show because I wasn't exactly sure when it was going to finish.
oh, okay.
So
It's your fault.
I know. There's no one like me.
Then I'm late and a little drunk. I'm gonna do a few things, and I might get personal. I might not. I might just be stupid like always. But whatever. I just quit my job. Yeah, because I refused to wear a pin for Mental Health Awareness Month. And they were like, why don't you want to wear that pin? And I was like, I don't want people to be aware that I'm mentally ill. That is why. Well, the real reason is I worked at a liquor store, and it's the dumbest fucking thing on the planet. It's like, hey, we want people to be aware of mental illness. Here, cover your mental illness with this Everclear. Drink all of this. But remember, we're here for mental illness. We don't like it. I just told you guys I was mentally ill. I don't like doing that. I really don't like despite what everyone says. It's like, tell everyone about your problems. Tell the world how you really are, and people will accept you for you. I don't know if you've ever told a woman that you're mentally ill, but have you ever been broken up in real time? You've ever seen whatever? Yeah, that happened. That happened. Didn't happen immediately, but it happened. No, I don't know. I don't like. I have mild cerebral palsy and anxiety disorders and all this other stuff. And when I was younger, and I tried to hide it my entire life. So the greatest thing that someone can call me is ableist because it means I fooled them. That's the best thing that can happen. It's like, hey, you're insensitive people with mental illness. And I was like, yes, I got them. Got them. They don't know that I cry at night. No, buddy, I have a mild cerebral palsy. So when I was a kid, I would have movements in my head, and I would shake sometimes. And then I was sometimes I still fear that it's happening, or I fear that people are making fun of me for it. And I was talking to someone, I thought he was making fun of me, and I was like, "Hey, stop making fun of me for my shaking my head." And he was like, "I'm Indian," and then he was like, "You're being cultural appropriating me," and I was like, "No, I'm just ableist. Don't do that." All right, you guys got the Indian line. All right, cool. I wasn't going to do the voice because that would be racist if I did that. If I did the voice, then it would be like, "You gotta go. You are ill." Doing that. Happy Pride Month, everybody. I made a realization a couple of Pride months ago. Not that I'm gay. I know I'm gay when I take too many edibles. Anybody else take too many edibles with their girlfriend that one time? And I didn't think I was gay. I just didn't realize I was a person. That's what it was. She wanted to have sex after taking the edibles, and I was like, I gotta go think about my dad for an hour. That's what I have to do. It's also Father's Day. Same thing. Same thing that happens. It's weird. Why are you guys talking so much? I can't hear myself think. I'm mentally ill, goddammit. No, but I was driving. I grew up outside D.C. and a couple years ago I was living at home, and I was driving back from Baltimore, and I drove by the Baltimore Orioles stadium, Camden Yards, and this was in June, so it was completely lit up with pride colors, and I thought that was pretty cool for a second until I remembered that stadium is where I learned all the slurs. I learned all the slurs there. I learned that a lot of them were about Derek Jeter. That is where I learned most of them. Most of them were about Derek Jeter. If you don't know who Derek Jeter is, apparently he's a cocksucker. So they like that in Maryland. I like that one there. I just turned 35. Yeah, don't do that. I used to be the future, and then the future showed up, and it was like, you can't buy a house. And I was like, all right, damn. But I still talk to women under 30 because look at me, I'm stupid. But I was talking to this girl, and she said, "It seems like you're trying to give me the riz, but you're just giving me the ick." And I didn't know what that meant. So I went home and I registered as a Republican. That's what happens when pretty girls say things you don't understand. You get really invested in taxes and making money and immigration. We got to secure the borders from women. We got to keep them out. Got to keep them out. How much time do I have? 30 seconds? Am I done? I don't know. You blinked the light and I don't know. We do things differently in comedy. Or whatever the fuck it is I do. All right, guys, thank you so much. My name is James.
Let's hear it for James Kerrigan. Let's hear it for James Kerrigan. That has...
Wait. Sporting an impressive set and an impressive hickey.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Did you see that hickey? Okay, I'm sorry. He did it himself with his vacuum. All right.
I didn't notice that. I could have got a close up.
Girls notice this stuff.
Yeah,
Girls notice.
Well, I'm
this
sitting way
stuff.
back here, you know.
Yeah. Well, see, because I'm sitting on this side now.
That's one hell of a hickey.
I've never seen such serious exposition put out in such a humorously entertaining way.
All right. Don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells, $4.25. I think Kerrigan's had enough, but you can go ahead as long as you got a ride home. Lost of Thought. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next. Returning to our stage, we have Jeremiah.
Woo!
You know, you used the red chord this time because I think the other one might have a little short in it. Yeah, when you played last time, it was kind of cutting in and out a little bit.
Okay, it's gonna be weird following a comedy act because I only know very sad, depressing songs. So, so it's gonna be a little switcheroo here. All right, that's another song I wrote. This one is also inspired by a client I was working with. Yeah, this is called "Alone in This Rain." Okay. Will I ever see you again? Do I stand alone in this rain? Will I ever see you again? 'Cause I got so many demons to face. Mama, I need you now. 'Cause I've been lost for quite some time. Oh, Mama, I'm losing it. Would you just grant me one more sign? Oh, will I ever see you again? Do I stand alone in this rain? Will I ever see you again? 'Cause I got so many demons to face. Brother, I rage for you. 'Cause you were taken up too soon. Oh, brother, where are you now? If there's a God, I hope He cares just like I do. Will I ever see you again? Do I stand alone in this rain? Will I ever see you again? 'Cause I got so many demons to face. Mama, I need you now. Come ease the pain of missing you. Mama, I'm losing it. The drugs and booze just do what you could never do. Will I ever see you again? Do I stand alone in this rain? Will I ever see you again? 'Cause I got so many demons to face. Brother, I miss the days when we lived like we never die. Oh, brother, if you're there, I pray you'd hear my lonely cry. Will I ever see you again? Oh, do I stand alone in this rain? see you again. Whoa, 'cause I got so many demons to face, demons to face. Alone in this rain, alone in this rain. Thank you. Cool. Unplug now, or yeah?
Let's hear it for returning to the stage, Jeremiah. I understand. I feel that piece. I do.
That voice.
Did it move you? Did it move you?
Yeah, he went like this.
No, it was more like one.
Oh God! Don't do that.
I want to go home.
I'd like to remind everybody this show is free.
Lane, what the hell?
I don't know. I just love the way this guy's laughing.
No, but what an incredible voice. That was
That beautiful
was a
voice,
voice, yes.
Jeremiah. Thank you.
another original also.
Yes.
Woo! Nice. Okay, I wanted to say two things. I want to say this is my PSA. One, if you like somebody's look, if you like their hair, their shirt, their makeup, whatever, compliment them. A little goes a long way. Trust me. I swear, I was picking up sushi before I got here, and I had my mirror shades on. I walked into the store. I walked into HEB like this, and this guy was like, "Damn, I like your look." I was like, "Thanks." I swear, and the rest of the way, I was like, I was just riding on it. That felt awesome. But always compliment people. You never know how much you mean. Trust me. And just wanted to also let you know, no need to record unless you want to do something personal for yourself, because Ernie B is streaming live, and it will be preserved on the YouTube Kick Butt page.
Yeah, you just go to YouTube,
Yeah.
look up Kick Butt Coffee, and then click the tab that says live, and boom, you'll see all the shows there. There's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch.
But they're stored by date, so you
Yes.
can find the date you performed, and if you feel free to download it if you want and edit your piece out, or just do that thing where you
Where you
select the
say,
time.
I come in at like 45 minutes
Yeah,
in.
and then share it on your page or whatever you want. It's free.
And that's what Ernie B does for us.
Oh, and also we will be on next week at regular time.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Woo!
There was going to be another show, but it got canceled.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
So I don't know if Reggie, if you're still watching online at home, because it's like an hour later over there. He's like, you never said if we're going to be on next week. Yes.
But yes, Reggie, if you're still watching, regular time. And I'm still watching Lost in Thought dancing on the monitors behind the bar.
Yeah, those things are like almost a minute behind.
Okay. All right. Lost in Thought. Who's coming up next?
Oh, there you go. See, I'm dancing.
Oh yeah, we're doing a show.
Lost in Thought.
I'm falling in love with myself. So I was gonna say, if I've already told you you're coming up on stage, you are coming up on stage.
Oh yeah.
But the list is now officially closed because we have 4 more voices, and it's 9:34.
Yep. Yes. So take it away, Lost
Not
in
unless
Thought.
they form a big old line at the bar and buy a lot of stuff. Then,
Well, you-
Yes.
then we'll
You
stay.
can do
We'll be here-
that.
we'll-
Get a
we'll
bunch
be here
of
till 2 a.m.
Cookies and cake to go. Just
No, if they're buying stuff.
what did he just do?
What happened? I turned my head. He was gone.
No, I think he threw his phone.
No, it did. It threw it out of my hand.
It threw out of
Damn
your hand.
gravity.
It jumped out of your hand.
Yes, it did.
It finally went, I've had it with this shit. I'm out of here. Okay. Come on, Lost in Thought.
Okay.
Bring it up.
Yes, we'd love to see people stampede the. the coffee shop bar. So coming up next, let's hear it for Brett O'Brien.
Woo!
All right, shit. That was good. That guy before was really good. Yeah. Shit. This is all tangled. Smells really good. Smells clean. So that's good. This is being recorded. Good. This crowd is like my dick. Small. Different colors. And unresponsive. Absolutely locked in. I had a tough day. I found out that ultra thin condoms weren't a size. It's a bit misleading. It slipped right off. Get it? My dick was too skinny. No, you got it. Okay. What I need is ultra thick condoms. I need like 3 inches of latex. I'd have a real beefer. Imagine a 5-inch penis. Boy. That would go to my head. I feel like the mother-daughter relationship, it's an easy segue. It's an easy subway to take from my penis to my mom's pussy. All right. No, I feel like the mother-daughter relationship is a tricky one. Like I was at dinner with my family the other day, and my sister was like, "You guys remember when I had an eating disorder in high school?" And my mom was like, "Yeah, you looked really good back then." Lost you. Okay, good. I feel like the guy in Tower 2, he was probably like, "Damn, that was close." We're back. No one ever told me that I was like, I got serial killer vibes. No one ever said school shooter vibes to me. But I did warn my friend not to come to school one day. And then I showed up to his house and I shot it up. It was a misdirect, you see. I only wanted to kill him. Growing up, I played butt crack tag with my uncle. See, my uncle would never wear a belt, and you could always see his ass crack. And me and my cousins, we would take pictures of it and send it to each other. Like, you're it. So for Christmas, we all got him a belt as a hint. Like, hey, Aaron, go kill yourself. Pretty good. Pretty good joke there. Sometimes I get so high, my eyes get divorced. My brain's a kid like, oh, geez, I fucked this up. This is my fault. Now I can only use my left eye on weekends. Yeah, you know you got a problem when you're looking up fun things to do on cocaine. You're like, all right, I've already jerked off. What else is fun to do? I was watching that show, My 600-Pound Life, and before the lady got on the scale to weigh herself, she took off her shoes. Like, that's the issue. Your Crocs. I'm pretty sure it's your whale heart. And actually, I saw them, this family, they were praying before they ate. I'm like, I don't think you need to be praying for food. You've got food covered. You should pray for the strength not to order dessert. You're 600 pounds. Food's good. I am Jewish. People are surprised by that. They're like, you're Jewish, you don't look Jewish. And I'm always like, thank you. It's nice. It's weird that everybody hates Jews, but everybody loves Jesus, and Jesus was Jewish. But Jews didn't like him, you know. Imagine how annoying you have to be for a bunch of Jews to be like, oh my God, we got to get rid of this guy. Like, Jesus, enough about the wine. That's actually how people started saying Jesus. They're like, Jesus, he's here. Fuck. I think the problem with me is I was raised by white people. You know, white parents, they're always telling their kids that they're stars. And when they end up not being one, they become shooting stars. Or worse, a comedian. We're not that different. We're both liars. We're both looking for crowds. And when we get really good, we're killing in theaters. Thank you very much for that. All right, I'm going to kill myself. Have a good night, folks.
Let's hear it for Brett O'Brien. So, honestly, when Brett was talking about the multicolored stuff, multicolored penis and everything, it made me, I'm not sure if anyone remembers, it was from the 80s. It was this thing called 1, 2, 3 Jello. It was like, it was the Jello with that was different colors. And it was like you would set it and it would set into like, I think, some like different colors, and the top would be like this foamy kind of top.
I can pull out the dad jokes again.
All right, but first, we have, okay, you said give it up for?
Yes, I said.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. And folks, on the way home, don't forget to get yourself a giant cookie or something to eat or drink.
Gigante.
If you're stoned, it's one meal. If you're not, it's two. So, but they're amazingly delicious and creative. Lots of thought. Take it away.
Coming up next, let's hear it for Tala.
Oh.
Hell yeah, dude. Lost in thought. Hey, give it up for yourselves, guys. You guys have been killing. It's great news. Thanks for the host. Thanks for the awesome music. This is a good time. I always have a good time here. I'm sad Jeremiah left. I wanted to see what he thought when I would kill. What his thoughts would be. That was pretty beautiful, not gonna lie. That was the gayest I've ever felt. I think you heard me outside. You heard that? Oh, there's let's
outside.
go. I think they can hear me kill. That's great. That is great. Always. I used to work at Edible Arrangements. You guys like Edible Arrangements? I used to work at Edible Arrangements. Just want to take a second to thank all the white people for keeping that place going. They couldn't find anybody else to pay $80 for strawberries and cantaloupes. It's always very kind. Yeah, so this is what it's gonna be. No worries. Pride Month is here. Everyone's pretty excited about it. There's two types of groups, right? My gay friends, they start acting really gay, and then my homophobic friends, they start acting very homophobic, right? It's just wolves howling at a full moon. They're just going at each other. And I was watching these two go at it, and my gay friend told the other guy, he's like, hey, if you're homophobic, that means you're gay yourself. Have you heard of this argument? Yes. We've heard of this argument, right? And do we believe that argument is true? Do we believe that argument is true? Okay, yeah. I feel a similar way. I mean, who here hates the Nazis? Would that make you a Nazi? See what I'm saying? I do think it's very effective because as soon as he said that, my homophobic friend was just like, "Oh no, no way, no, I love gay people. You know, I would never. I just think it's weird." He just folded so quickly. It was great to watch. I do think it's an effective argument. Next time you guys see someone being racist, you can let them know that this behavior means that they are black themselves. Nice. My roommate is Israeli. Yeah, that's been a weird one. And it sucks because we're great roommates too. That's the worst part. You know, in our house we divide everything equally, right? Like the piece of tape right in the middle of our fridge. We call that our Gaza Strip. We brought couches, like two couches for the living room. Too many couches, so it's just nowhere to walk. You know, you're just jumping over couches. Essentially, is what you're doing. So we had to take one out, and then we ended up settling for a 2-couch solution. Now, there we go. All right. Can you do that again? That made me feel pretty good. All right. Hey. That was good, man. Shit, how did you do that? Have you guys, you know, I was watching the news the other day, and I still find it amazing how the news microphones are so behind, right? They're like the TV over here. You're just like so behind. TV is great, by the way. Nothing wrong with the TV. But the microphones, I'm just like, this is 2024. Technology is insane out there. How are you guys still 8 seconds behind on every conversation? And it's so stupid because you got to watch them and be like, I think that's kind of fun.
Watching them pick their nose, too, that's always good.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm doing it myself, too, so I don't really want to judge the other person. I do like doing that. I live by myself. I live in a studio apartment. It's a tricky one. You can never have people over, and you just gotta clean. Everything's just gotta be super tidy. You know, your work is right here. Your kitchen's right there. You sleep right there. You hang out right here. It's just like you can't make a mess, and the mess is just weird all around the place. Like my underwear is in my kitchen. It's just there's just no limitations to anything. It could be in your bathroom or your closet, makes sense, but then. You know, everything is just everywhere. Kind of want to get out of it. I like to. Great news! Thank God. I mean, unbelievable. I've been keeping it as cool as I could, but god damn, you would not believe how badly I needed that one. I really appreciated that. You have no idea. I was just like, please, just fucking do it. You see me up here. I mean, we're doing it. Okay, you guys were great. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Tala. And yes, I have to concur. As an openly gay man myself, yes, I would concur that all homophobes being secretly gay is a dangerously inaccurate assumption. Because
You're gay?
Yes, I'm very happy.
This is the same guy that checks if I'm wearing a bra sometimes.
Fashion police.
That's
Fashion police.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. All right, continue.
But yeah, I've heard that argument, and actually believing in that argument can probably land you in some pretty dangerous spots. You don't want to follow that line of thought. You really don't. Yeah.
I wanted to comment on what he was talking about, the Gaza Strip in his apartment.
That was funny. I was wondering if he put Gaza on the tape.
No, when I had how they share everything equally. You know, everything's like when I used to live in Hollywood. Our roommates, if you opened up our refrigerator, everything had like the milk would have a line with the date on it, and there was warnings on all the food, like, a serious deathage will occur if you fuck with my milk or whatever, you open their fridge, like, God damn, man. And one of our roommates he would buy, like, 'cause we would buy food like when we needed it. But one guy, his name was Henry, sweet guy, but he would buy food for the month. Damn. So he'd buy all this food, and and we were like 18, and
Wait, no,
so
you were 16.
Well, I went when I was 16, but this was when I was 18. I went back. I lived there twice.
Got it.
And and you'd be in your room or whatever, or watching TV, and you hear somebody in the kitchen. Thanks, Henry. Because he wouldn't be home, and then somebody would just borrow some bread or some milk because he had so much food. Next thing you know, he'd be like, "Where's all my food, man? Well, don't buy so much." But it was brutal. It was like it was dog eat dog.
You saying that, thanks, Henry, kind of it makes it feel like one of those like after the show bumpers, kind of like night, Mr. Wilson. Yeah. Or sit, boo boo, sit. Good dog.
All right, closing out the night. Lost a thought. Take it away.
Bitch.
Whore.
Yes.
Look at you dressed like a whore, too. Go ahead.
So, closing out the night, let's hear it for Tom Moon and Spooky McDougal.
Woo-woo! Lost a thought. Stay up here. We're doing bubbles. We're on bubble duty.
Paradise is right here, right now. Just needs more people to see it. Take those leaves on the road, and the people who are leafing them up, they got a job forever. Now, you had poems on the spot. He wrote about 7 poems here while we were all performing, right? Well, last night we went to Central Markup. We sat there while a cover band was destroying John Lennon, killing him twice. It was just sort of like tragic. But we did it because of friendship. What I'm saying is the people you meet here may seem really, really simpatico, but it's only when you take them out of context, like a fish on the sand, that you'll find their true colours. Well, for instance, Spooky McDougal. We had this festival up in Salado because no one can afford to have a festival here in Austin unless you're a comic. Anyway, up there, here comes Spooky, right near the end of the day. And he gets on the drums, he starts percussing with the improvising musicians and poets, and it just made everything seem like this is really the new future of tribalism, which is tribe of the whole wide world, which is like no divisions, no fear, no alienation, no ennui, no despair, no grief, nothing, all except, hello, how are you? Like that mural on the side of Guadalupe, done by that musician. And my friend was the one who preserved that musician, and then they sold the restaurant, it became another sort of takeaway, and then finally it became a place where they really wanted to get rid of the mural, because murals are a reminder that there once was a single-story Austin, not a multiple-story Austin, not an eternal gridlock Austin, but a simple story one like here and now, and the fact that we're here, 2 or 3 or 4 of us are left, just to hear each other in a place where it is only for hearing each other and sharing with each other. And it happens outside sometimes. You have the conversations outside, people getting whipped. Oh, that's really good what you just said. I really like what you did on stage, man. That was fantastic. What was it? I can't remember a thing, but it was beautiful. And you get that vibe. For instance, Hot Tamale. Many venues ago, right, we used to have a full English cafe down there in South Austin, beautiful independent Republic of South Austin. Now, full English is long gone since COVID, and Strange Days long gone since COVID. Oh, is it Strange? Now we have Lazy Days, CBD shop, where Thursdays we meet from 1 to 3 and we sit down and we write together. That's what we do. People from here sit down and just listen to each other, give each other prompt for writing together, because there is no time to actually unwind. There's no time to actually listen to each other unless we do it at places like this. And that's why Sanctuary was the tattoo on her skin. And that's why Sanctuary and Habitat are amazing themes for the people who don't fit the squares and rectangles of the high-rise skyline of this town. We are elliptical. We are sort of like the way the water moves underground, like the tree roots underground talking to each other. And no one else will listen anywhere because we're subterranean and artesian. And we are sort of like Jacob's Well and Barton Springs, where the sort of living liquidity of the conversation, the alacrity of here and now. All that means is thank you for being here and thank you for being the best of yourself. Because if you share the air, someone out there is listening, whether live or online, and that makes it all worthwhile. And thank you for your time.
Let's hear it for Tom Moon and Spooky McDougal
Closing out the night
with Hot Tamale and Bubbles. Ta-la, Brett. Good night.
Please keep coming back.
I also did want to comment about he was talking about the delay with the microphones, and what he was referring to is like when they were like the anchor will be at the network.
Yeah.
Well, the anchor will be at the network, and then they go okay, all the way from Chicago, and they ask him a question, and then there's like a long pause, and then they answer, And I remember watching one report like that where they had someone like just outside the city, and then they had someone like from in Europe somewhere. And the person in Europe was like in real time, and the person that was just down the street was on that delay. It was weird. Like, I don't get this.
Ernie, let's close the show before everybody splits.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Damn, man.
Do it.
You have been witness to the baddest open mic in the ATX, spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kick Butt Coffee, Music, and Booze. It's not just an open mic, it's a show, not a show without each and every one of you, including you, Tom. Thank you and good night! Woo!
Night!
Oh, yeah. It's Pokey Joe.
Huh? I can't hear. Oh, I know. Well, Alyssa turned the house lights on before we were done. No, she just told me she thought we signed off already. She apologized.